In this skill, we're asked to complete the table to determine the nuclear symbol for this ion. We're given the number of subatomic particles. So we're going to start by using the number of protons. The number of protons tells us our atomic number. Since the number of protons is 27, that means our atomic number is also 27. Now, once we have the atomic number, we can figure out which element we have, since the atomic number determines the element. Our atomic number is 27, so looking in our periodic table, we can see that the element with atomic number 27 is cobalt, CO. So our nuclear symbol is going to be CO for cobalt, and the element name is cobalt. The next step will be figuring out our mass number. The mass number is the number of protons and neutrons added together. So we just need to go ahead and add together our protons and neutrons. The number of protons was given as 27. The number of neutrons was given here as 32. Which gives us a total mass number of 59. So we can go ahead and fill that in the top left of our nuclear symbol, because that's where our mass number goes. Our final step is figuring out the charge on our ion. We know that protons are positively charged and electrons are negatively charged. So if we have more protons than electrons, we're going to end up with a positively charged ion. Whereas if we have more electrons than protons, we're going to have a negatively charged ion. So looking at our electrons here, we have 24 electrons and we have 27 protons. So we have 3 more protons than electrons. So more protons than electrons means we have a positive ion. And since we have 3 more protons than electrons, our charge is going to be plus 3. So we can go ahead and fill that in the charge box here. 3 plus for our charge. Let's do one more question of this type. Let's start by looking at our protons. We've got 16 protons. That tells us our atomic number is 16. So we can fill that in on the bottom left of our nuclear symbol. Then we can head to our periodic table and figure out which element has an atomic number of 16. Now in my periodic table, I can find that atomic number 16 belongs to sulfur, which has a symbol S. So my nuclear symbol is S, and the name of my element is sulfur. Next, I need to figure out my mass number. Mass number is the number of protons and neutrons added together. So we already know my number of protons is 16. The number of neutrons was given as 17. So I'm going to add 17 to 16. That gets me a total mass of protons and neutrons of 33. So that's going to be my mass number, which goes in the top left of my nuclear symbol. Finally, we need to figure out the charge. Remember, more protons means a positive ion and more electrons means a negative ion. In this example here, we have 16 protons and 18 electrons. So we have 2 more electrons than protons. So according to my rule, more electrons means we have a negatively charged ion, and we've got 2 more electrons than protons. So that means our charge is going to be -2. So in my nuclear symbol, my charge is going to be 2 minus. So in these questions, first we're using the number of protons as the atomic number, which goes in the bottom left of our nuclear symbol. Then we're adding together the number of protons and neutrons to get our mass number, which goes in the top left of our nuclear symbol. Then I use my periodic table to look for the atomic number, which is the bottom left, and figure out which element that atomic number belongs to. Finally, I look at the number of protons and electrons to figure out my charge. More protons means a positive ion. More electrons means a negative ion. And the number of extra protons or electrons we have gets us the number of the charge.